Request our Secretary Tourism Government of India, Mr. Vinod Zutshi, to kindly set the pace by giving some introductory remarks. Mr. Zutshi, over to you.
Mr. Naveen Beri, can you hear?
Yes.
Mr. Naveen Beri, dignitaries on the dais, distinguished guests from tourism, advertising, film fraternities, organizers of the Cinema Tourism Summit, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I would like to congratulate Tourism First and all the organizations who have supported this summit for having organized this event, which has immense potential in the overall tourism in India. And as niche tourism, Government of India and the Tourism Ministry gives maximum encouragement and impetus to this particular important area of niche tourism. It's a matter of happiness that the summit has guests and participants from across the cinema world who would have the opportunity to exchange. The strong point of today's summit is that there is an open forum between the government and the private stakeholders and stakeholders of film fraternity. And I'm also happy about the fact that some of the states are making presentations and formations and strengths before the film fraternity. Why I specifically refer to these two special issues? Because although a lot has been done by way of interaction between the governments, the media, entertainment and film industry, it is time that all stakeholders, including the central ministries, the state governments as facilitators, sat down to prepare a roadmap and enabling cinema tourism friendly environment. I sincerely hope that today's summit will pave the way to address these issues in a considerable manner. As regards Ministry of Tourism, we are committed to create and build upon a film tourism vertical of Incredible India campaign by promoting cinemas of India as a sub-brand of Incredible India. The Tourism Ministry and the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting have a common mission to promote India as a filming destination, both for domestic as well as international producers, and to coordinate with central ministries, the state governments, the union territory administrations for development of locations, for film shootings, for facilitation and for promotion. With this common mission in mind, the Tourism Ministry, the NFDC and with the overall auspices of Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, and to accelerate the pace of the initiatives which have already been taken, we are working together to organize a symposium come roadshow during the forthcoming International Film Festival of India due in November in Goa. I would call upon the entire film fraternity and also the state governments. And we will see to it that not just 4 states, but a large number of states participate and put their best foot forward, share their informations, come out with incentivizations, and we see that all the issues which are pending between the governments, the film fraternity, they are sorted out to some extent. I would like to also mention that with a positive and enabling environment of opportunities in the country today, let us all lay forth the blueprint envisioned for cinema tourism and address some of the key issues, like creating state-wise data bank by identifying the best locations for films, teleserials, ad firms, shootings and events, to identify talent banks of the states, sharing details of infrastructure, incentives and promotional policies of the state and central government, issues related to visas, work permits, clearances for international film producers, and very important, create a single window system at state government as well as central government for facilitation of permissions and approvals. I am happy to note that in the meeting I had with the Secretary of Tourism of Maharashtra this morning, she has mentioned that out of total permits, almost 60 to 65 permits or licenses which were required for location shooting in Maharashtra, they have been brought down to almost 30, 31. And they're also working on a single window system. I would call upon the 4 states which are present here, and the Government of India, Ministry of Tourism, will certainly look into this important challenge, an important impediment, I would say, which is standing between the enabling environment for the film industry. Ladies and gentlemen, India is a kaleidoscope in itself, a continent in its own right, with varied landscape, vegetation and culture. There is color everywhere, which makes India very photogenic. India remains a treat for any photographer and a cinematographer, and the country's rich heritage spreads across the country. The issue of consideration, however, are lack of awareness about the opportunities that India offers, the regime of laws, and the multiplicity of agencies. With close coordination with the film fraternity, with concerned ministries, with the state governments, we are ready to sensitize all the stakeholders about the importance of this sector and economic spin-off that it brings to the destination. Ladies and gentlemen, we are committed for an integrated development of cinema tourism across India as an integral part of Incredible India campaign, and will spare no efforts to take cinema tourism to the heights that it deserves. Before I conclude, I express my gratitude to the organizers for having invited me and for giving me this opportunity to address this august gathering. I wish the summit all the success. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Mr. Zutshi.